Introducing Julius AI, an amazing data analyst. With the help of Julius AI, you can pretty much do anything with your data, from forecasting and plotting a graph, all the way to training neural networks and analyzing and visualizing your data. And you can even animate your data, which is pretty awesome. And all of that in a single interface. As a researcher myself, I can understand the hardships of researchers out there. But recently, I found out Julius AI, which is just like having an expert data scientist as your assistant. And it is really easy to get into and start using. So without further ado, let's jump right into it and explore Julius. Hi there, this is Shamriz with Skill Curb, and today we're going to explore Julius AI. Now, once you're at their website, which is julius.ai, all you have to do is just click on Start a Chat and you will get to Julius AI's web app. Now, the interface is pretty clean and simple, and that makes it really easy to get into it. But there are a few things that I really want to mention here. First things first, you will get two different languages to analyze your data with. One is Python and the second one is R. So it is up to you which language you prefer, as well as you can personalize your chat, like the theme and stuff. But if you go all the way down here, you can see this default. This is the model section from where you can choose all of these models. But if you're using a free plan and just testing this out, you can go with the default model. As for another cool feature, you can go to this tools section here. And here you can see that it can actually search the internet, which is wholesome. As well as you can even have a model chat if you have integrated your own model or if you're working with any specific model. And the best part is, it does code. It runs the Python script in a very secure sandbox, which means your data and the insights are safe. So these were a few things that I really wanted to mention, and everything else is pretty much automated. Let me show you what I mean by that. All you have to do is just drag and drop your data here, just like I'm doing it, and it will start loading that data. Once it's done loading, you can actually interact with the data. Once you have your data loaded, it would look something like this, where you get this tabular form of your data with which you can actually interact in the interface. All you have to do is just click on a column and it will select all the column. Or you could even do random selection like this one, or you can select rows as well. And there's another cool feature that you should notice on the right side. It actually goes on and give you a preview of your file and check issues with your data or your CSV files. So here is one of the suggestions, as well as it did a CSV validation in which it mentioned that some column values are mixed, and a few other suggestions. But our focus for now is to actually analyze this data. So I'm gonna go and zoom in a bit. Let's say you're a beginner and you don't know anything about data analytics. So all you have to do is do a really simple prompt here, like what are the significant insights in this data? And it will find those insights for you. So let's go and do that. And as you can see, it actually started examining your data and then generated a Python code. Now you can actually use this code inside any environment. You can integrate this code inside your existing project. If I scroll down, I can even see the response that I'm getting after executing this code. So if I go and click here, I can see that I get 5 items in the output dictionary, and I can even further explore this, and these are the 5 insights that it got for me. And if you scroll down, you get some column names as well as some insights in tabular form. But if you scroll a bit down, you get the summary in which it gives you a really one sentence overview of your data. Just like right here, it states that the dataset contains over 55,000 entries and 15 columns, as well as there are basic statistics like the average age, average billing, and average room number. Now, if you scroll down, you can see this explain this error option. And this is something which made me fall in love with Julius. Julius AI actually self-corrects itself. If the code isn't working, it will debug the code and generate that corrected code later on, and you can actually get an explanation of this error, which means you won't be getting inaccurate code, as well as you don't have to troubleshoot or debug your code. It does everything itself automatically. And that is just the start. It even gives you visualizations of your data, like this graph here, which is the age distribution of patients. And if you scroll down, there's even billing amount distribution. And if you want, you can actually download these visualizations and use them wherever you want to. There's even a gender distribution plot as well. And you can even play with these graphs by renaming them or shifting the genders from X label to Y label. And you can even change the colors of the graph. And this graph can also be downloaded by just clicking here. And after all these cool visualizations, you get further summary. And to be honest, if I was doing this manually, I wouldn't be as thorough as Julius AI. And as I stated at the start of the video, that you get a data scientist as your assistant by just using Julius AI. Now for this scenario, you didn't do much. All you had to do is just one simple natural language prompt. You can even go and try their suggested prompts here, like this one, can you provide a breakdown of the billing amount by medical condition? Or you can go with what are the top 3 medical conditions within the highest billing amounts. So I'm going to go and click on this one, and it will start analyzing the data again and give me a result corresponding to my question. There you go. It generated the code, it executed the code, and there is the response of the code, as well as you get a graph of the 3 medical conditions with the highest average billing amounts. And if you scroll down, you get a summary as well. But that was just when we were working only with one data source. What if I have multiple files that store relative data? How would we deal with that? So let's go and create a new chat here. Now I'm going to go and paste in 4 copies of global plastic pollution data here, and let's see how it works with multiple files of relative data. As you can see, the data has been loaded and it actually went on and merges all of this data together and gives us an interactive graph to play with. Now let's say I want the top 5 countries with plastic pollution in the world. So I'm going to go and say what are the top 5 countries with plastic pollution and just hit enter. And there you go. It actually generated the code and now it's executing the code. And as soon as the code is executed, you get a response as well as the tabular representation of your data in which Asia ranks on top for plastic pollution emitted to the ocean. Now let's say I want to plot a graph on this data. So all I have to do is just say plot a graph on the results, and that's all. Now if you scroll down, you can see that it generated a bar graph for you to visualize your data, and you can see that Asia is on top for emitting plastic waste to oceans. And if you scroll down, you get more insights into your data and you get related questions as well. And this is really mind-blowing and helpful how easy it is to analyze your data with just this AI. You don't have to do any data analytics manually. All you need to do is just drop your data here, do natural language prompts, and it will even generate the code for you. And if there are any bugs, it will fix the bugs for you as well. And all in all, I'm really impressed by Julius AI, and I suggest that you start working with Julius AI if you're a data scientist or you're aspiring to be one. Julius AI is going to be on the top of my list for data analytics. And that wraps up our video for today. Today we went on and explored Julius AI and how it can actually analyze data, whether it's a single source data or multiple relevant sources of data. It can do everything for you. It could code and execute that code in a secure sandbox so that the integrity of your data is intact, as well as it goes on and debug your code. If there are any errors, you don't have to do anything. And you can even go on and get visualizations with your data, which is pretty much everything you need. I hope this video was valuable. If you found this video insightful, hit the like button. Share your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. Ring the notification bell to never miss out on our daily updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in our next video, where we continue to curb your skills with the latest tech. Till then, stay curious and keep exploring.